Rising, everyone. I am on fire today. I feel the fire of major change. Woo! The shift is happening for me. I got a question for you guys. The question I got for you is, who's living your life? Are you living your life, or is society living your life? The idea that if you want to live your life the way you want to live your life, then go live your life. Why are you allowing other people to tell you how to live your life? Isn't it your life to live? The other thing is when you're living your life by somebody else, and then they're no longer in your life, then what? Are you still living your life? Or are you still living their life? This is something that goes on as far as like when we're children and we're growing up and our parents are telling us how to live our lives. But their lives are not our lives, right? Their lives are their lives and our lives are our lives. And for us to be able to take charge of our own life and stop letting people tell us how to live our lives, especially our parents, I know, to love and honor your parents, but that doesn't mean loving and honoring them, you have to live by what they tell you. You can honor yourself, honor your own well-being, because they're not always going to be there to tell you how to live your life. One of the biggest things I had to learn in my life as far as that goes, because I was living with my parents for the longest time. They were helping me and supporting me with my son and everything, and that was great, but they were telling me how to live my life at the same time. They were telling me how to raise my son. And when I didn't agree with them, they got frustrated, they got upset. And I know a big part of it was because of the fact that I wasn't taking charge either. There were things that I was taking care of, but there were things that I was not. And I realized because I was not, I was letting them push me into whatever they wanted me to be, or what did they want me to do when it came to my son. So I realized, and I've done so much healing from that I decided I'm taking back my life, I'm taking back my power. And I found because I've been doing that, there's been so many changes. So many amazing, beautiful, awesome changes that have been happening in my life. And I'm so excited to be able to share this with all of you, because I know what it is. I know what it is to live in fear, what it is to live in drama, what it is to live in pain and struggle. I know what it is. I also know that when I'm actually being in alignment with myself, when I'm being in alignment with my true power, that universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, source, God, I know that it's there for me. It's being there for me. It's holding me and supporting me in everything I do. And I am not powerless anymore. I feel very empowered by everything that I do, everything that I see, everything that I love, everything that I enjoy and appreciate. I am so grateful to be in the world right now, even with all the things that are going on that everybody keeps worrying about and being in fear of. I'm seeing the changes. I'm seeing the happy, awesome changes. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to see the positivity in this world. There's nothing wrong with wanting to see the peace that we keep all calling for. There's nothing wrong with allowing my life to be what I want it to be, instead of worrying about what other people are facing in their lives, because everybody's on their own path, right? So if you're on your own path and you're doing your own thing, there's no need to let anybody tell you how to live your life, because you're living from within. You're able to live within, and you'll be aligned within. You will always be supported. Everybody keeps talking about the Bible. Everybody keeps talking about how important it is that we read the Bible, and listen to what the preachers say. Well, even the preachers are changing their words. They're changing their tunes too. Not all of them, mind you, but because they don't always realize. But the ones that do, they are making a difference. They're actually shifting the energy into the positive and the love that God has for us, that universe has for us, that however you want to see it has for us. Because we are all connected. And we all are changing and shifting, whether we want to or not. And I believe the more that we resist the change, the positivity, the harder it's going to get, the more the struggle is going to happen. The more you actually allow your body and your mind and your thoughts and your feelings and everything, letting it flow, the more that you go forward and be with the change. It's not saying that you got to do everything that everybody else says or everybody else does. No. Be your unique self. Be your powerhouse. Be who you are. And shine your light. But know that there is a truth. There is a truth that everybody does have. That is universal. And that is powerful. And you can still be your own authentic, unique self at the same time, as well as connecting with other people without getting all caught up in everybody's drama or pain and suffering and anger and everything else. The reason why there's this pain and anger and frustration and resistance is because of the programming that we were taught when we were children. The things that we were told how we were supposed to live our lives, Children are magnificent. They are amazing. They actually do know. They do have a connection that is so strong. And where we're at, we get to be able to empower that. Knowing what we know about that part of ourselves and knowing what we know about children actually helps empower the children with guidance that is positive. But you got to be able to do the healing work for yourself first in order for that to happen. For you to understand that for them and for you. So thank you all for your love and support, and I am so excited to be here. Today is a beautiful Sunday. I'm going to the Love Embassy. I'm going to have a beautiful time, and everything is joyous. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Because being in this state, being in this positive state, you can actually handle whatever comes your way, whether it's a negative situation or not. It doesn't matter. You can be able to handle it better. You could be able to feel a lot freer and be able to come up with better ideas and more ways to come up with solutions instead of going on about problems. There's a solution to every situation that you ever go through. Doesn't matter what the situation is. All right. Until next time, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Universal love and namaste.